If you're a coach that wants to scale past 7 figures with your products and services, chances are you're probably seeing ads like this in your feed, right? Okay guys, let's be real, funnels are dead. There's a new hero in town. You don't need a funnel, all you need is a cylinder. I mean, have you even looked at what a funnel looks like? It's incredibly slow for things to move through it. But now here's a really cool thing. With this AI generated cylinder, all you really need to do is copy, paste, and not even look if it's actually any good. Funnels are dead, everyone needs a cylinder. If you don't get one, you'll be broke in 10 seconds. All right, so that's pretty damn silly. The point is that there's a lot of ads that are saying, this model is dead, try this instead. And from a marketing perspective, that's what we're taught, right? You sell against everyone else and you present a new opportunity. And as someone who's serious about scaling their business, it's kind of easy to fall into these rabbit holes thinking which is the right option. The good news is there's lots of different ways you can monetize based on your preference. And I'm going to show you 3 different examples that have helped my clients scale and do multiple 6 figures per year. The reality is there's a bunch of different strategies suited to your preference to help you scale to 7 figures. And I want to show you today some examples that have worked super well for my clients. And you should probably stick around to this end of this video because you're going to probably see which style matches your style. Otherwise, your marketing strategy is going to feel like a square peg in a cylinder. So the first one is high ticket group coaching, but with a twist. And yeah, the twist isn't me changing the angle and sitting weirdly like this. And let me explain why this twist is going to help you with conversions, more testimonials, more people coming back. So in the past, I've enrolled in probably about 3 high ticket group coaching programs. And they were all focused on lead generation. And every single time I would be like jumping into the community. I remember jumping into the Zoom call and everyone's already cracking jokes. There's like inside language. And here I am, like new kid at school being like, hey, how's it going? And everyone's got like token welcome, nice to meet you. But I didn't really feel a part of the group, you know? On top of that, the calls were optional. It was too flexible. Because I'm in Australia, I had to pick the time that was best suited to weird hours, and not everyone was on that call, and sometimes I couldn't come on that call because the time zones wouldn't work out. And because of that, I never really got to bond with the community that well. This is the big flaw that I noticed in every single group coaching program I've been in. They just don't enforce a strict cohort model. But let me break it down how group coaching can work really well with cohorts. So my first launch was for Rebecca Davison, and it was a 6-figure launch, was a bit of a buzz. But what was more of a bit of a buzz was looking why Rebecca had been so successful. She'd been doing live launches for 8 years and people kept coming back. Why was this the case? Unlike a lot of other group coaching programs, while I was writing the copy and gathering information, here are some of the things that I noticed about the way she structured her group. First thing is that she only launches a program twice a year. That's it. And when you only enroll people twice a year, there's that added scarcity to join because you know there's a significant wait. So you're going to want to join with the whole cohort, right? I'm like holding my finger like this the whole time while explaining that. This is how you stop awkward people dropping into the community halfway and then not really feeling a part of it. And as we know, community is a massive part of getting results because you pull people up. And group programs shouldn't feel awkward like The Bachelor, where they have an intruder come in and stir shit up. Okay, maybe we've just been watching too much Bachelor with past girlfriends. Point is, with everyone joining at once, there's a stronger community from the very beginning. If everyone's able to join at the start of the journey, there's a common goal and a common struggle. I don't want to make it sound like a cult or anything, but if you look back at cults in the early days, you can see why they had so many devoted people. They had common cause and a common struggle. But like cults and weird struggles aside, but probably the best benefit of having everyone join at once in cohorts is because for you as a coach, you're going to get more results. And you know the deal, more results, more testimonials, more hype the next time. You can increase your prices. This is a really good thing to have. When you have a tight community, everyone's there to pull each other up. Now, I'm not saying this is like 100% bulletproof, but if you structure the group correctly, they're going to be providing social support for each other. And why is that important? Well, let's be real here. Like, how many deep one-on-one emotional conversations can you maintain in WhatsApp and run a business and run the program and have a personal life? Even though you want to help them, it can be pretty draining, right? And while the community isn't there to outsource some social support, like you should be doing that, a lot of that support can be done with a tight community. And back to the whole theme of this video, is this the most profitable way to get rich as a coach? Well, you can definitely get more juice out of the squeeze and still get all the benefits of this strategy I've just shown you, but maybe you want to try this one instead. This second strategy netted my client $247K in about 5 days. Do one every quarter, you're almost looking at 7 figures here. So what is the strategy? Well, it's launching a course with a high ticket group coaching upsell. So I'm looking at the brief that my client Colin gave me and he said, hey, can you just revamp this? Revamp the emails, revamp the sales page. And Colin's really successful. Like, he's making sales all the time. And he was breaking this one rule on the sales page, and I thought, why is he doing this? And 3 years on, he's still using this sales letter and we're still breaking the rule. So what's this rule that he broke that taught me how to launch really big numbers for coaches in the future? Well, it's all about how you present it. So first, the messaging is all about a course. People are expecting they're going to be buying a course. The lead up, the messaging, everything is like do it yourself in a course. And when the doors are open, when they hit the sales page, halfway down the page, there's a deluxe upgrade to get, the VIP experience. This is a premium package of your group coaching. Like this is what you're actually selling. And think of the course as like a downsell. Now, if you were going to pull this off by yourself, it's super confusing to have 2 different offers on a sales page. People can get lost in what you want them to do. So if you want to know how to finesse that fine line and balance the 2 and still make a lot of sales, there's a playlist down here you can go check out in the description. But we're focusing on this monetization strategy, the course with the high ticket group coaching upsell. How does it work? Is this an upsell or no, this is on the sales page and we're using deliberate scarcity and urgency. We're saying only 10 people can join. And if you like me, you like my philosophy, I absolutely do not subscribe to fake urgency and scarcity. That pisses the shit out of me. This is an exercise I ran through Colin to figure out a strong reason why there's limited spots. And you can do this yourself too. I asked Colin, hey, so how many people do you think you can give personalized attention that they still feel like they're getting looked after? And he's like, yeah, probably about 10. And you don't think it's going to sacrifice the quality or them getting results? Like, no, 10. 10's the number. And from there, he's just giving me the golden chunk of copy to explain why there's 10 spots. And this golden chunk of copy is pre-selling the heck out of the group coaching program. Personalized, one-on-one attention, want to get closer to me, build a relationship with me, ask me questions anytime you want, when you get stuck, be in a community of other like-minded people who are on the same page. But most importantly, the biggest benefit is that you're purposely not overextending, so you can give people the impression that you are really helping them out. You actually want to give people one-on-one support and you're not overcommitting yourself. And I think to a lot of people, that's really appreciative. Now, did this hunch actually work? Well, within 48 hours of the course opening, we sold out all 10 spots. 3,000 people, no affiliates. So that's the power of a course launch with a premium upgrade on the sales page. But what if you're not into launches? What if you just rather lower the supply, jack up the prices, and have a really strong one-on-one communication with a handful of clients? Because not everyone wants to be this gregarious leader that has to manage all these people. So this is the model for you. So what you're gonna do is that you're gonna provide an audit of what people really want. And this audit of what people really want is basically your foot in the door to 30K plus offers. Again, I'm basing this off experience. I didn't just pull this off YouTube or Chat GPT. And it started by taking a gig I will probably never ever take again. I was asked, hey, Jules, can you send a cold email campaign from all these leads I scraped from LinkedIn? And being really young and desperate for money, I'm like, of course I'll do that. Thankfully, things have changed. I'll never say yes to a gig like that ever again. But it worked out and I learned this lesson. So Paul wanted to get people into his membership, and he knew if he could get people into his membership, there was a really good chance he could then upsell them into his 30K offer. And I was thinking through like how we get people into his membership, and even with the warm list, it's still not enough to say, hey, join this membership for free and a month later pay $500. Like there's still risk for the business. They know there's time involved in setting up a new system. They know it probably won't take a whole month to implement it. So they're still saying in their head, well, it's probably gonna take 2-3 months. Don't want to take a punt and spend the money. I don't know. Which is why in this context for his membership, because $500 is kind of expensive for a membership, probably not the right fit to do a free trial. So then how do we take a scraped LinkedIn list and then turn that into a 30K deal? So I asked Paul this, hey man, we're really going to pump things up. What can you give away for free that you normally charge? And it turns out he charged $1,500 for a LinkedIn profile audit. It was on his website, it had lots of testimonials, and it wasn't just some like 5-minute loom, it was really detailed. He looked at their past content, he looked at their engagement, he looked at what they were selling and gave them some suggestions of what they could create for content. He went through the entire page and pretty much broke it down like this is what it needs to be to look like a sales page in disguise. Like it was really detailed. It was worth the $1,500. I'm like, okay man, how do you feel giving away 3 of these? And reluctantly, he agreed to add this as a bonus for signing up for a free trial. And it was a great way to add some extra urgency and scarcity. I said, join the free trial and the first 3 people get this free audit valued at $1,500, show some testimonials like, You kind of get the picture here. And the cool part was we did get lots of free trials, and obviously a lot dropped off, but you know, those are free trials that weren't there before. Here's I want to circle back to the main theme of this video, like how do you get rich as a coach, basically. Well, this isn't part of the video, but you kind of need a list of warm people. You need an audience, and that really helps. And if you're able to give people something they really want occasionally, like once every month or 2 months, and you give 3 of these away and they turn into a 30K, 40K, 50K package. So this is reserved for the premium price offers. This could be a really good option for you. But back to my main point. The key to make this work is a super responsive list. The thing that made this work for Paul was that even though he didn't have a regular list, he at least posted content regularly, and the people on that scraped list all knew and liked Paul already. They're already contacts, already seeing him a lot, so it wasn't completely cold. But the question is, how do you create a responsive list that wants to hear these offers? Well, this is something I break down on my email profits roadmap. It's basically a 90-day roadmap. We deep dive into your list. We look at all the plugs, all the profit leaks, and pretty much figure out exactly what you need to do to build and monetize your list in the next 90 days. Now, I know that's quite a high level, a bit vague, so if you're curious, there's a free video down below. There's no opt-in. You can see how it all works, how it can benefit you, and if it's a good thing for you. Everything on that video is backed by my $15 million in client results. You're in good hands. If you're interested, click the link down below in the description. That's it for me. I'm giving you all the tools, all the different strategies that have worked for my clients. Now it's over to you as a coach to pick which one suits your preference.